I'm started. I started. YouTube, Gloweyard Gang, podcast listeners across the globe, Playback. Welcome to another episode of the best, brightest, and blackest combat sports review show on YouTube, Sweet Talk Combats. I'm 1/4 of your host. I go by the name of King. I'll introduce my other hosts this time. What up, Queen? How are you today, babe?
I'm excellent. I've finished my cancer treatment. I'm now a survivor.
Hey,
Thank you.
survivor.
Thank you. You may hold your applause.
She's going to make it.
So I changed my name down there.
Hey.
Because now I'm Jade's scissor sister, I guess. But
Yes,
how are
man.
you doing? I know you
I'm
just
good.
had a
Hold on.
birthday.
I did, but hold on. First, you get that. Yeah. But other than that, my birthday was an awesome birthday. It was probably the best birthday I've ever had. And mostly thankful to you, babe, for doing it. I appreciate you for helping me out and allowing me to have a great birthday. I know I don't really have the best track record for birthdays of people that don't know, but I actually had an awesome one. So it was just an awesome week in general. But, let's get to the real stuff that everybody's here to talk about, and that's WWE. So, Travis, let's continue on to you, bro. How are you today?
Thank you.
Doing pretty good, bro. How's everybody? YouTube, Gloweyard Gang, Playback, everybody out there, how y'all doing? Just leave it in the comments.
Oh, man. Okay. That's good to hear. And BA, bro, how are you today as well, lastly?
I'm peachy keen over here. Struggling, but I'm all right. Let's rock.
Say peachy. All right. Hold on a second. I want to try to. If you didn't know already, let me talk through this while I'm doing this. Pause. Hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. It's beside BA's left shoulder, somewhere down there. Also, hit the like button while you're at it, so that we can go out to more WWE fans like yourself, so that they can see our awesome faces. Hear our awesome voices as well. But do that for us while you're at it. Hit the notification bell too, so you're always notified in case our time changes. We are Black folks, so time does change. But other than that, y'all, let's get to our highs and lows. After that, actually, we do have Wrestling Tea today. We'll get to questions and comments if you're interested as well. Just leave a comment with @WTC, and we'll get to your comment as long as it's respectful. Lastly, while you're at it, follow us on Week Talk Combat Clips, where we have condensed versions of the show. I dropped the shorts over there as well as on this channel. So hit us up over there. We're trying to get the same member count as we have over here, over there. But let's get to the highs and lows, y'all. All right, yeah, another week of WWE product, good or bad. We had Raw with the guy Cena. What is it? Mr. 17 or something like that. I forgot the whole saying they say or whatever, but he became a Grand Slam champion. The Never Seen 17. Sorry.
Before
there
17.
You go. Never Seen 17. That's what it is. You can't see him. I forgot. He won his first and only Intercontinental Championship on his third to last date, or it's the second to last date. I'm sorry. So shout out to John Cena for that. On NXT. The thumbnail of the show, the Ruler's back. Obafemi has returned back to NXT, and it looks like he's challenging Ricky Saints after Ricky Saints defeated Trick Williams in the main event of that showing. So we'll get into that. That may be a good thing, may be a bad thing. Who knows? Just stick around. We'll see. And also on SmackDown, woo, you know it. Mr. Zack Ryder returned as Matt Cardona, returned as Zack Ryder. So it was a one-time thing, they say, and it is, but he did sign a merchandise deal. So they said the door is open for possibility of doing more things, and also we'll get into that. as far as and other things on SmackDown. And we also have some tea as well. So I'll start with you, babe. What were your highs and lows of this week's WWE product, and what's your letter grade?
It's one of those weeks in wrestling where I feel like there was a lot of things that we would have felt like were interesting, but they kind of felt like they were a little bit delayed. So I think like this week they announced that Gunther's supposed to be coming back soon. They're talking about the war games for men and women. And John, like you just said, got another he got the Intercontinental title. Rhea came back with the little face mask on, as well as I think the lamest thing is Nikki Bella turning heel. Like she just changed shirts. Like what was that? That definitely was I would say probably one of the lowest lights of the week for me. And that was really I think all Raw stuff. I'm trying to remember everything that happened on SmackDown. This is one of those weeks where I hate saying this because it sounds like a broken record, but sometimes I be feeling like they're a little bit forgettable weeks. You know what I mean? Like they're just I feel like on the main brand as far as SmackDown and Raw, there was just a lot of just moments that were just kind of again delayed or like it just didn't hit like they're supposed to. Even the thing you said about, like Zack Ryder coming back. He had a good pop when he came out, but when he tried to like do his little pose, it kind of was like a little bit like people were like over it when he did his pose in the actual ring. But I know that right now the shows are kind of like in a phase where we were a few months ago where there was a lot of people that were injured and a lot of people coming back now. So now we're trying to figure out how to fit them into the stories. So I think that's part of it too, why Rhea came out, because they're obviously now they're moving all towards the WarGames, which I think you were the one that mentioned that WarGames is a WCW product. So it's kind of funny that they're pushing it so hard. Who do we see a return of? Was it JBL? Trying to remember who we saw. Oh, William Regal. So we saw him too this week. Hadn't seen him in a minute. He looked good. Like William Regal, one of the people I think that he's been aging very well. Obviously, he's been dealing with a lot of injuries, so he's been long since basically unofficially retired from doing a lot of movements in ring and stuff. But it's sometimes it's nice just to see a little bit of the old school people just showing their faces every now and then. So and I'm sure he got a little bit of a check for it. I really didn't have a lot of takeaways, I guess. I am curious though, because we're getting closer to the end for John Cena of actually I did want to have something I want to say. So let's talk about this tournament. Okay, so that tournament has been rough as hell, those watches.
I think we lost you, Queen, right on the tournament part, juicy part, getting into the tea. But hold your thought, Queen. We'll get back to you if you can hear me. Travis, bro, what were your highs and lows of this week's your product, and what's your letter grade?
Okay, so basically,
Okay, am I back?
first of all, congratulations to John
Sorry.
Cena. Okay, you just let Queen finish.
Okay, go ahead, Queen.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so sorry about that. But I appreciate that, Mr. Travis. The last thing I really wanted to say was about these tournament is now matches. For whoever's going to go against John Cena here in good old metro area of DC.
I'm about to say that ain't here.
I felt like they were really, yeah, that's why I was about to say here, but then I corrected myself. I was like, well, we're not technically there anymore. That's where I was born, just for a little bit of We Talk Combat's lore. But I felt like they were really choppy. The most disappointing one was really the Miz and Jey Uso, and I'll name like 3 reasons why. One, the Miz is hella it kind of like weird and random. I don't feel like necessarily they were
Say that.
so
Say
let
that
me
point
back
over
up.
again,
Miz
Queen.
is it
Hold up. Start that again. Start your points over again. You like went out for a second, and we lose her again. All right, Travis, we're going to have to go to you.
Okay, so basically what I was saying though, congratulations to John again. Even though Dom lost, I mean, he didn't look like nervous or scared or anything like that. Like he was poised, he had composure and everything. I mean, it looked like he belonged in the ring with John Cena. Um, but this don't. I don't believe this not Dom's last crack at the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, I believe he will have it again. But like I've been saying this for a while too. And it finally, I'm glad it finally happened. Just to hurry to get an opportunity out the way with Nikki Bella and this Stephanie situation. Um, said it's going to happen like weeks ago. But as far as like this War Games match, I'm confused about who actually team it is because it seems like to me it looked like so far it's supposed to be CM Punk's team, but I think and I think we probably at some point can probably all agree that it's Cody Rhodes' team. Um, First, Rusev, making it in a tournament. Sheamus, getting advancing in the tournament. Now, as far as NXT, just like with the whole Stephanie and Nikki situation, Tatum Paxi and this Izzy situation, Izzy just needs to hurry up and just turn on Tatum Paxi or even the whole calling or anything like that. I'm glad that Oba is finally back because you know how I feel about Ricky Saints. Not a big fan of Ricky Saints. As far as the Speed Championship, Jasper Joy. I hope even though that Chad Gable was the champion, but I'm interested to see how he's gonna carry the championship. I just know him basically from the show, the LFG show, and basically having a few matches with I think he had a match with Oba, a few other the few guys that we liked on the NXT roster. With SmackDown, I'm excited that LA Knight won. Now I was surprised that Zack Ryder was the first mystery opponent. Now I didn't like the new music all of a sudden. Like the entrance music he came out with was trash. Like it made me appreciate the first song even more. Now I remember him having an interview with Chris. Can't remember his last name. The guy that do the wrestling interviews. But it
Van
was
Vliet.
interesting to see that Van Vliet. Okay, he said he wasn't going to come back as Zack Ryder. Like he rather come back as Matt Cardona for some reason, but I guess it didn't work. Anything like that. Now this traditional Survivor Series match, it should have happened with the Wyatt family because I don't see what's the sense of having Sammy and Ray Phoenix and what's that Shinsuke Nakamura and who else? Like I can't even remember. See, but that's the interesting thing because I can't even remember because I would rather see them do that match with the Wyatt family or even them having their own war games, which I thought that was eventually going to happen in the first place, that they was going to be the first group of people to participate in a war games match. That's what I touched on. But yeah, but so far this wrestling week, I'll give it a C plus. I actually wanted to give it a B, but I give it a C plus.
All right. Queen, you back with us?
Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing.
Go ahead.
I just remembered. Now this didn't make sense to me. I think the Miz should have actually beat Jey Uso because he's the one with the most history with John Cena. Like the whole WrestleMania main event thing and beating John. Like it just seemed like they just buried the Miz for nothing. This could have actually been a chance for the Miz to be relevant for a minute. Now, am I correct? Don't Carmelo has a match within this tournament too also?
Yeah, he has a match against Bronson Reed.
Okay. So that could have, if either one of those guys could have made it, could have kind of built off the story a little bit between those two. And also keep the Miz and John Cena story kind of relevant too also. But I still think that Jay should have lost and the Miz should have won. That's it.
All right, cool. And you said C plus?
Yeah, I give it a C plus.
All right, Queen.
So that's what I was going to say too. Was I was trying to get to that point of it. It made Miz look even more jobbish than more jobbish than normal, because you could tell that he was guiding. Actually, he was leading that match. Like, you could tell, not even just from the moves they were doing, and like you could see him trying to do quiet audibles to Jay to be like, "Hey, this is the next setup." But even the point where Jay was doing the jump off the off the corner, you could see the Miz move closer so that Jay would land it correctly and obviously not hurt either of them. So it was just little situations like that. And just like Travis said, is that I thought that that would be a segue to be able to further the Carmelo story instead of just leave it where it was at, the last time of, oh, they're not cool anymore. And that's about it. And I'm still hoping that that leads to a Trick storyline, but that remains to be seen. We don't really know what's going on with Trick necessarily at the moment. But also that, what was it? What was the second one that I saw that I didn't care much for? I think it was the Zack Ryder one as well, but I felt I feel like the correct person won for that one. I do. I do feel like that was like the correct person. So I'm just interested to see like how the tiers for the tournament are going to keep going. But I do feel like this was definitely a C- week, in my personal opinion.
All right, a C- and a C plus. BA. What were your highs and lows of this week and your overall letter grade, bro?
First and foremost, let's get started with Raw. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Cena winning this Intercontinental belt. I don't like the fact that Dom had to lose it. So I'm just going to go ahead on and say that. I mean, he can have it for his Grand Slam. I guess he quote unquote deserved it or earned it or whatever you want to call it. But no, I don't think Dom should have caught that L. But that's just me personally. Hopefully he gets the belt back. Survivor Series is going to be in San Diego. So hopefully they find some way for either Rey Mysterio or Dawn to find some way to get that belt back, and let's just see where we go from there. I don't like the fact that the winner of the tournament is going to be quote unquote the Intercontinental Champion, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Still up in the air, still fluid right now. But no, we're not going to have Survivor Series in San Diego without a Mysterio representing some kind of way, since both of them was born in San Diego. But needless to say, I could care less about the matches when it came to Raw. When it comes to the tournament, I didn't care about Damian. He's losing like whatever steam he had it's gone. He needs to find something to reinvent himself some kind of way. He needs a group. He performs better within a group. Solo run not been the same. So I'm not saying join the Judgment Day, but sometimes you just need to stable up with other people. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to be the one of those ones to do that. Shout out to Rusev, I guess. You're just gonna lose some kind of way, probably in the second round. Hopefully you don't face Sheamus anyway. Oh, Sheamus won. Great job. I can care less about Shinsuke. And I will reiterate that when I go to my SmackDown portion of it. Nikki Bella, we have said multiple times that we do not care. I think all of us do not care for Nikki Bella, and I guess somehow, some way, she might get a championship opportunity from turning her back on Stephanie. Where in the hell does she deserve a championship shot? Even if she did what she did, that is not. I do not need to see. You just lost to Becky for the Intercontinental. Then I haven't seen you won anything since. And then on
She
top of
lost
all
to
that, you
Roxanne
go
Perez.
right,
And Roxanne
and then
Perez
you
don't
get
beat nobody.
a pause. No, I'm sorry. Do you do all that, lose again, and then you get a championship shot? We need to do some things. We need to do some things. WWE created team. I don't know why we have this halo over Nikki. She doesn't deserve it. But we just keep it moving. Kabuki Warriors, they beat they got the championship thanks to Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. Shout out to Lash. It was nice to see you. Nice to see you making these appearances. We'll see what happens with that ongoing situation. Will they get a championship match because they helped the Kabuki Warriors win? Who knows? And then everybody else came out and said WarGames and okay. Not this is probably one of the worst developments of a WarGames I've ever seen, especially when it comes to the women. Last year, you pretty much seen the whole year-long feud between Rhea Ripley and Liv. So you can see, like, okay, it's been Team Rhea, Team Liv, and let's go at it and see what happens. That made way more sense than what we're having right now. So I'm not a fan of it. I don't think every time both genders need to be represented in a War Games. If it's not suitable for War Games, you can just have a stereotypical Survivor Series match. That's okay. It's Survivor Series. It's okay to have 4-on-4 and have an elimination match and call it a day. Like it okay, I'll leave it at that. Move forward, NXT. Shout out to El Grande for finally losing. I'm tired of El Grande a little bit. Because he's been entertained. He's been entertaining, but I want to see other talent have different belts. So shout out to Jasper Torrey. Shout out to Thea Hale beating Alba Fire, and shout out to Joe Hendry making his appearance. He just officially signed his WWE contract. And just the interactions with that. Shout out to Chelsea Green and the Ethan Page. Like I'm enjoying that this segment that they're bringing us weekly. And Ricky Saint, man, Ricky Saint. I thought he was down and out. I was pulling for Trick the whole entire time, pause. But I was okay with Trick losing. Every time Trick loses, like, I don't want him to lose too many goddamn times, but we know where he's going in a sense. But at the same time, it's cool. It's cool. It was a hell of a fight. Blood. My man Trick got bloodied up. I don't know what that was purpose or not. It was a mean gash on the side of his face. So that looked real because it's not a normal spot where you get cut at. And he persevered.
He hit like where the barriers connect, like where he
that's nasty. See, that's a nasty spot.
And when he hit the area right there instead of hitting the part that's like just smooth or whatever.
He hit
that. Yeah, he hit the giveaway part, so it had a little piece of something that was sticking out of it. Pause, and he like skipped across his face, and you can see that like that jolt, like whoa, like oh, and the referee right over there was like, "You good?" Like he could have messed his face up, something serious.
So that just shows his dedication to finishing the match, and he performed very well. All his spots was on point for me. So it was just a good match. I got some situations that probably need to be handled. But I'll make sure. Give me 1 second.
You good? Go ahead.
Yeah, let me take care of that.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna take the assist. So I'm gonna give wrestling right now I'm gonna give the week a C-, and I'm gonna tell you why. A couple reasons. NXT finally showed back up. It's been a second since I was like, man, NXT been good and all. I was like, damn, what's going on, Shawn Michaels? NXT, I'm gonna start there first, actually. I want to get over that NXT championship thing. I don't really care for either one of those ladies, but I guess they're having a little fun thing. Like you guys are saying, Ethan Page and Chelsea Green are growing on me. They're throwing Joe Hendry into that kind of like mode, like them the face version of them and all to go against them. I was fine with Jasper Troy or whatever winning the Speed Championship, but I wasn't like against my guy El Grande. El Grande, that dude, he just go around here workhorse doing what he got to do, right? That's my guy, Chad Gable. So we'll see what happens with. All in all, the what is it? The last match, the main event. So a couple things. I was kind of mad or disappointed that Oba returned because I was ready for Oba to move up. So I was like, man, Oba back again at NXT. What we doing here? It's time to go up. I thought he was one of the mystery people. But at the same time, I guess they don't got nothing to do with him. I don't know, man. I'm losing hope and trying to figure out this, Oba and Trick call up thing. Like it's just gonna happen when it happens. Maybe it's a Royal Rumble thing. Maybe it ain't. I don't know what's gonna happen. Who knows? I don't care. It is what it is. But there's a couple things I want to happen as long as they're down at NXT. I don't want them to just keep getting fed to Ricky Saints though, to lose. And I know that's the thing right now. Like I know Travis, you said, like I want Oba to return because Ricky Saints. I don't like Ricky Saints. He about to get fed to Ricky Saints too. He not winning the NXT championship back. The championship back, then that's a bad thing because that means they're not about to bring him up. You feel me? Like in the in between mode, like he's going to have it's to feed Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints is going to have this rivalry with both the guys, Trick and Oba, and come out of it on top of like beating both of these guys. So it's supposed to force him to the next level by the way he beat. They're gonna keep taking L's.
Right.
We'll see what happens with the next from the return. I hope that was Trick's last first, and then Oba comes up after him when he finished with the. I don't see anything else. Lost that match against. It was a good match. Actually, that was a good match. Entertaining. They sold the story. Ricky looked like he was getting his ass get thrown through the thing and all, spill out his mouth and all paws.
Right.
Bo and he called him a trick too. Like the one on the all that stuff was like right under the chin.
The one inside the crowd.
Hell out. Yeah, in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, bro, you caught the hell out of him. But then he got too cocky and got a little speed. Fight hard of a champion, stood up and.
Right, that's a part I really didn't like though, because
I didn't know you could win like
put the lights out.
Yeah, it was. Other than that, SmackDown, I didn't care for it. I didn't care for wrestling this week. I'm gonna tell you, only being a good show again, saved it. BA was mad. He have been saving wrestling right now. There's nothing going on. Like we still got a preview show of Series 1. Like they're in this, and they're not big.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the guys, you said, team is it? I think Roman still sort of be. He's still. He's supposed to,
right. It's rumored that Roman's supposed to be on this team.
So it's gonna be. You worry about, but no, I think it's CM. They're making the Punk's team, but yeah, as far as the men's thing put together, I don't know what the Charlotte players said. We got B Freya and a team with you. That was.
I still think Charlotte gonna be on that.
Cool if they had a little swerve. I don't know. It's just like it's last minute. Even if it's damn, they have what just happened. You just threw some. I don't know what's up with this build. Scene that was the excitement. About I told us I talked this beforehand, saying Travis, John Cena, I think gonna fight Dominic. He's gonna beat the champion, win the championship from him or whatever. I think y'all thinking too small. Go compete for the championship soon. I think Dom about to compete with like CM Punk, or these with John, good kid and all that stuff, a little thing behind the scenes and all. Like, I think Dom about to him. They really think he guys. I don't want to say the face all the time, but like get the belt, especially the world tag. Yeah. SmackDown, I don't care. Got a guy. I like this little internet show he did for a second, but I always thought he was a little cringy in the room. As you follow on Matt Cardone, all that. I'm trying to think of anything else. They got one mystery. The only thing that can this tournament going through the versus come against what is it versus
it's so many rumors about what it is now.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, if it's going to be for the IC championship, then unless that's the way about to switch it up and make it a Survivor Series, and then he just wins it back. It shouldn't be. I just don't see now Cena losing all his matches before he retired. Like beating John Cena because he like phony. You feel what I'm saying? If he does, I don't. Who cares? I don't. Like I say, Cena holding it down. NXT had a good week, but other than that, I'm giving it a C-. BA to floor yours, bro. I'm sorry, not B-. If I said a C-. Floor is yours, bro.
A C-.
So I think I had wrapped up with the NXT joint. TNA was TNA was interesting to say the least.
Sheesh.
Y'all chose for Trick to lose to Mike Santana, and then the first thing that they do for Mike Santana is to have some type of altercation, and then they got some type of basically like a champion type of Money in the Bank situation, a trophy Money in the Bank situation, and the dude came out and cashed it in basically and took the belt from him.
You know what I think that proves though, BA? You know what I think that proves? The little curveball. You know how the ending of the show. The ending of the show. What was it? Bound for Glory. How when everybody was like, "That's a botch," and it was like weird the way the cash ins happened and all that stuff between the two. I think he was actually supposed to cash in and win. Like I think he was going to cash in and win right there, and it was going to be over.
Well, no longer for Mike Santana. And apparently he might be having issues as well. There might be some behind the scenes things. I don't know if that's is that real or fake or whatever, but he's apparently not happy the way that he's been booked so far. I'll say
it's a work and he returned.
I figured as much, but either way, it's still interesting to see. Like, this is the guy that y'all chose. SmackDown. Long story short, Charlotte stepping down. I think this is going to work out. I don't think that we're going to have too many issues with this one whatsoever. I think she's actually done when it comes to this WarGames situation. And there's many of people that can be subbed in for that. You can put AJ Lee might return out of nowhere. Becky Lynch could take somebody's spot on the other team, which means now you can have Maxine Dupree step up and take some bumps for everybody. Because somebody gotta get their butt with throughout most of the joints. So it could be her. She can earn her stripes in a sense that way. So I think that's a good thing. I think they pivoted. I think people was just voicing their opinion, saying like this whole whatever you have working right now is not working. And Charlotte was the one to do it, so that makes sense to me.
I think AJ and Becky still involved, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna be a part of WarGames. So
yeah.
It makes the numbers match up in a sense. So I didn't mind her stepping down in a sense. And it plants the seed for future endeavors when it comes to Charlotte and whoever she's fighting against. So that's that. And then they might have some type of, well, why didn't you come? And if I was going to step down, why didn't you step down too, Alexis? This might not be the tag team that I thought that we could be. And then now we split, and now Jade has her opponents moving forward. Because she's about to destroy B-Fab and whoever else she had. What's B-Fab partner name? Mission Mikan. But she about to get ass kicked too. And once again with that, I'm gonna just segment to that. She dominated that match against B-Fab, which we clearly knew was going to happen. And like I said, just pay attention to the crowd. They are cheering for her to dominate. They want her to continue to dominate. So as long as she keep having that for the crowd to have that bloodlust in a sense, then she's going to continue to do it. And it's a wonderful sight. I ain't like it was the fact that it was B-Fab, but we're gonna get some other people up in there and they still gonna get dominated. So I'm 100% cool with that. This Jey Uso thing, right? I just wanted to say, like, that match against the Miz, that last kind of ending part, that wasn't Jey's fault. That was the Miz fault. He didn't sell that move correctly like you're supposed to. That move, Jey did everything right. He had him on the shoulders, and you're supposed to kind of pump, just push him up a little bit and drop straight down, and they're supposed to hit their his rib in a second on the top turnbuckle, and then push off of the top rope to go over top horizontally over Jey. Miz came crashing straight down. Like he completely did not sell that move the way it's supposed to. So I know that Jay's getting a lot of flack lately, and I'm one of them. But at the end of the day, wrong is wrong, and he wasn't wrong in this situation. So it was the Miz not selling the move correctly. with that being said, I still do not care for Jey Uso winning this match. Okay, so you advance. The yeeting continues, and we're just going to keep moving with that. We don't need to have look. Let's stop this right here. We don't need to have the intro and then go to commercial break and then come back and then he does the one more time. I don't need to see that. Like let that be for the people there. They can enjoy that moment. And while you doing it one more time, I know the Miz came out and interrupted it, but that could be the commercial break right there. Just let it happen during the commercial break, and we back in the match in a sense. So just switch that up a little bit better. I'll be appreciative. But all in all, this was a bad week in my opinion. So I'm gonna give everything a total of a C minus. I was barely entertained, and this is leading up to WarGames. Cody and his crew. Shout out to Drew McIntyre coming back. I thought he was gonna come back next week to make some type of stipulation, some type of anticipation. The fact that Drew's been gone. They didn't do that. He just showed up the next week after getting suspended. Like, let him miss a week or something like that. Maybe Brock should have showed up this particular week if Brock's going to be a part of it, and then have him oh, we can talk about Brock, and we forget all about Drew, and then next thing you know, Drew pops up like, oh, Drew's like. I think they're just missing on so many points, and it's starting to get frustrating. And it's like, why can't they see this in a sense? Like, why are they booking it this way? So if it's about people's contracts and things like that, then they got to do something better with this. They got to do something better with the contracts or something. It's not working. So that's just how I feel. And C minus and see where we at with that. Take it away.
All right, so we got 3 C minus and 1 C plus. Around the same. This is good. I think this was not a great week of WWE product this week, but I'm gonna switch things up this week. Queen, congratulations on your victory against cancer. What were our highs and lows brought to everybody by today? All righty then. Travis.
Yes, sir.
I should have never gave you a job away. What were our highs and lows brought to everybody?
I know you're trying to get my job away. By the homies at Fanatics.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description. Let's get to the tea. All right, y'all. The tea is simple and plain today, I should say. We got shout out to Finesse here, Pro Wrestling Finesse. This is talking about Javon Evans, the young OG himself. He has 3 matches lined up for this week on Raw, NXT, and AAA. Workhorse. Also, Sheamus had a match with Javon this past Thursday, I believe, and he was on Busted Open Radio, and he had some words to say, and I'm going to read them for you. He said, I got to work. I wrestled Javon on Thursday. The kid's awesome, man. He's awesome. He did great. I tested him for sure. I brought it to him, and he brought it back. He was pretty physical. He's put a bit of meat on as well since I first seen him. The thing about Javon is he's been a wrestling fan his whole life. He told me after we had the match, he said, this has been a dream for me. You don't understand. You were the first thing I saw when you were 5 years old, or I guess when you were 5 years old, you were wrestling. I was like, you're making me feel old. What is it? When Triple H pedigreed you through the table. But he's great. Not only can he do athletic things, he looks like he's bouncing on the moon. He got anti-gravity boots on. He took a beating and gave it back. And you can see he's just so excited to be there. He's 21 years old. Incredible. He's put on some muscle. He's put some muscle on, bulked up a bit, and it hasn't affected his athleticism or the stuff he does. Also, he's always smiling. He's just so happy to be there. He's got a match with Gunther on Monday. I'm excited for him. Strong words about a guy. Great Sheamus about our guy Javon Evans. What y'all think?
I think it's well deserved. I think Javon Evans is one of the younger high flyers that I really look forward to seeing his development of his career.
Thanks. What up, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's definitely good praise. Sheamus is one of those guys. I guess in the same cut from the same cloth as like the Fit Finleys of the world, the Hugh Morrises of the world. So we had wrestling entertainers that was like trainers at the same time too. That was really William Regal. Like you gonna get through these matches with them, like you really going to get through a match in a sense. I'm gonna teach you how to what it is to be a wrestler in a sense. And I guess he had one of those with Javon, and Javon ain't back down. So shout out to Javon on that.
Yeah. Travis.
Yeah, man. I'm just happy for him. I just hope Monday he don't take too many unnecessary bumps from Gunther. That's all I hope for. But
you saw like power bombs out the ring and all that stuff.
Yeah, getting tossed around and everything. But I'm excited for him. If he's gonna be on the show throughout the whole week, I'm looking forward to it.
I say Gunther should surprise the world and put him over. But that ain't gonna happen. But yeah, that's basically the tea I had for the day.
It might.
You saying it might? I mean,
it might.
That'd be awesome, right? Gunther don't need the IC belt. There's no reason for
if he wins this, it's the most he already did what he needed to do. He was a champion for over 600 days, bro.
Yeah.
Like you did what you're supposed to do. Champion for 600 plus days. You won the King of the Ring. You a 2-time world champion. You don't need to fight for the IC title anymore. Like you don't need that. You don't need I eliminated or I retired Goldberg and Cena. Like that's cool. Yeah, that's something to say. But you yourself, you're a champion. You don't need all that. I hate the fact that champions are in this tournament to begin with. None of y'all need this match. It should be for people that's on the NXT, TNA, AAA, and the ones that's up and coming in WWE. Period. So that's just how I feel about it.
People that need to get put over.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, the mid card people.
Yes, this is where the Carmelo Hayes should have made a name for himself, but he about to get squashed. You feel me? Like this is the time where to be like, all right, man, watch Carmelo in this tournament right now. We're gonna be grinding, but he about to get squashed real quick. But yeah, Queen, before we go to the questions real quick, I know you wanted to talk real quick about Bianca and other things, maybe about a follow on Twitter. I'll let this be Queen's tea or whatever. Uh-oh. Did we lose her? All right. I guess I gotta go ahead. I'll say it when she returns. I guess she can follow up. But she wanted to talk about Bianca Belair, just saying that her return is delayed again due to her knuckle not healing correctly. I don't know if that's still going. I thought she was close again. She's still gonna be out.
Right, I guess so.
I think she had just did. I'm about to say she just did an interview somewhere saying her knuckle isn't healing right.
She's still not healing right?
Yes, that's basically what I was going to say. Yeah, that she had the surgery and all that stuff, and that's the reason that the delay of her return is that she was saying that people don't understand that your knuckle and your hand are kind of like two almost separate components, and that essentially she can't make a fist, I think is what she was saying.
She got the Rosie
and that
O'Donnell
it's causing
right now.
neuropathy in her on that arm as well. So they're trying to see if she might need some sort of nerve surgery possibly.
She got the Rosie O'Donnell.
Prayers up to Bianca. We were really looking forward to you back, but maybe you can come back a little bit before our other girl, Miss Trinity Fatu, comes back.
And you want to give
Jade's
a shout
having
out
a good run right now. I'm loving Jade's run right now.
You want to give a shout out to that was the best part of SmackDown, damn near. And I was squashing. But you want to give a shout out to one of our new followers on X, Queen?
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to Cody Rhodes, or some of y'all like to call him Cody Raheem Rhodes. We appreciate you for giving us a follow over on X. And hopefully maybe at some point, we can be on your libations show, or you can come be a guest on our show. Our contact information is in the description. So yeah, you should reach out to us. We want to talk. What you want to talk about?
All right, John. Well, that is the wrestling tea for this week. Let's see. Uh, BA, I'm not going to take your job away this week, bro. What was the wrestling tea brought to everyone by?
Playback.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show. All right, y'all. Let's get to these questions and comments.
Sponsored by True Classic.
Always wanted to try True Classic, but hate shopping online? Keep watching. You've probably seen our ads online. Look, I get it, you're skeptical. I mean, is everything we sell really as soft and well-fitting as we say it is? If you need to try us before you buy us, True Classic now has stores nationwide. Visit one of these stores and you can fit, feel, and outfit a bunch of our customer favorites. So don't wait for shipping or worry about how much to spend. Visit one of our retail stores today and see the True Classic difference for yourself.
All right, y'all. No questions or comments today here on YouTube, but over on Playback, our guy Eric is over there watching. He said, Jay's the most over face in wrestling. Facts.
Facts, Jack.
Two things can always be
Facts,
true.
Jack.
That is true.
Yeah, she is definitely taking advantage of this time period for her, and I love that for her personally.
No, not Jay.
Especially when we-
Jay
Oh,
is the most
oh,
over
Jay.
face.
Well, yes, he is over. Well, I don't know
Jay.
why. Like, he get on my nerves. He is an over face.
It
So
is.
I don't know
It
why.
is
He
fair.
can do no wrong, but he can. YouTube ain't liking him though.
Yeah,
Like all the
the
official
IWC.
WWE videos with
And in
him
that wrestling
get
community
thumbs
hate
down.
him, but the arenas and
Mhm.
when you take your kids and all the people that got money taking their kids and family, they love.
As long as a little white boy doing the yeet, he ain't going nowhere.
There you go.
Right.
You
As
right
long as
about
they can
that
throw
one.
that
But
on a T-shirt too.
yes, that is another episode of We Talk Combats. We appreciate everybody here. Thank you guys. Oh man, he wow, we're gonna have to clip that one, send it to Jay. But I appreciate you guys for another episode here. Do us a
At
huge
least he ain't
favor
doing
if you're
that
new
pose
around
this
here.
week.
If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button near BA's left shoulder. Also hit the like button on your way out the door. It helps us out to let other folks know that we do this and they may be interested in seeing this type of content. Also, before you leave, hit the notification bell while you're at it so you will know when we do drop this new. I'm not sure. We normally do it on Sundays afternoons around 3 o'clock, but we're black people, so sometimes we switch up the schedule. Things happen. But yeah, please hit the notification bell and all that stuff if you could. Everybody, on Playback, all the other spots, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you see this, please come on over to YouTube if you could. Subscribe to the channel over here. You can still watch wherever you do, but do us a favor and subscribe over here and like over here for us. It definitely helps us out over here. This is our main central, platform over here, and then we simulcast mainly to everybody else. So do us that huge favor if you could. Also, follow us on our other channels as well. We have Cause We Geek. If you're interested in that type of content, they drop content every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. They talk about geek culture and anime and movies and television as well. So follow the guys over there, Rel, BA, Big J, and Will. They do awesome work over there. So help them out. They're consistent, definitely on the grind every week. Definitely help them get their follower count over there as well. While you're at it, follow myself and Rel on Cap and Crown. We talk about all things NBA, old and new. We have shows every Monday evening, Wednesday evening, and Friday morning, sometimes for everyone, but for the members every Friday. Help us. We're trying to get our subscriber count over there as well up. We're trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. If you can, help us out over there, guys. Lastly, follow my guy BA with the rest of the 695 crew with Calvin and Larry as they get off the damn fence, all type of stuff, but mainly sports. Wednesday evenings for those guys. So check us all out. We're doing a bunch of things for you guys, a bunch of content. We appreciate everybody that loves to watch us. And that might be a creepy statement, but pause on that. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. Anything else everybody want to say before I end the show?
Oh yeah, if you are local to the area and stuff, like maybe you're trying to scheme like a watch party in Baltimore, with some other folks that can do like a wrestling of, PLE or something like that. That's something you're interested in, participating in. Leave a comment on the video, whether it's live or not. Just kind of give us some feedback on that. Definitely, as you said, follow, or subscribe to this channel, but also on Facebook as well. We do a lot of posts as well over there, like actual posts over there, so you can kind of participate more in real time. But yeah, no, and thank you, Charles Johnson in the comments. Thank you for the congrats. I appreciate that so much, and he also said happy birthday, King.
Yeah, appreciate you, cuz. Appreciate you. Congrats, Queen. Appreciate you, cuz. All right, y'all. Answer. That's everything. This is We Talk Combat, so we talk all things combat sports and entertainment. We are the best, brightest, and blackest combat sports review show out there on YouTube and anywhere else. We appreciate y'all. We will see y'all next week. Same wrestling time, same wrestling channel. We out this place. Peace. No, that guy.